Hello, my name is Erin Umlauf, and I am a senior career peer at the Emmanuel College Career Center. During this workshop, we'll be discussing resume bullets and how to improve your resume writing skills. First, we should begin by discussing why resume bullets are so important. Resume bullets highlight your soft skills as well as your hard technical skills. Technical skills can be listed in a skills section in your resume, but soft skills, such as things like your compatibility, your teamwork, your personability, or customer service, should really be coming through in your bullet points rather than in a separate skills section. So by building out your individual resume bullets, you can really highlight what you have to offer to an organization. Next, strong bullets showcase not only what you have done for previous organizations that you've worked for, but they also demonstrate what you can contribute to a new employer. Having strong bullet points should allow an employer that is looking at your resume to envision how you will work with them in a new role. And finally, it is important to recognize the 80-20 rule, which suggests that resumes should be 80% text and 20% white space. Building out your bullets can help you get to this 80% of text, making your resume look more professional and providing enough information to people who are viewing your resume and recruiting. Next, the Career Center has a formula to help you write strong bullet points. In each bullet point, you should be describing a skill that you've learned or acquired, shown how you've acquired that skill, and finally provide proof. Oftentimes, proof is a quantitative measure of the skill. For example, in this first bullet point, we used the strong verb developed rather than something like made or did. And we explained developed positive customer service skills in a fast-paced 50-table restaurant. It is important that you emphasize your quantitative abilities by using numbers like 50-table restaurant. This gives employers and recruiters a sense of scale and scope of your skills. Also, this strong bullet point names the skill. It explains that you have strong customer service skills and then shows how you've acquired such skills in this restaurant. Another example is demonstrate excellent customer service by answering customers' questions and providing information on procedures or policies. So once again, the skill that we're trying to demonstrate here is customer service. And you show how you've developed customer service skills by including the second clause, which is answering customers' questions and providing information. Once you include procedures and policies, you are also showing the recruiter that you have a depth of knowledge in the organization that you're working for. And this shows your dedication to learning the company and also adhering to their specific procedures. Next, this example is describe merchandise and explain use, operation, and care of merchandise to customers. Once again, this shows your understanding and depth of knowledge in the specific organization and their specific product. Although this might be specific to one organization, it shows that you are willing to learn and capable of sharing knowledge in a way that is accessible to your audience, in this case, your customers. Next, this example is conduct demonstrations to teach skills such as sports, dancing, and handicrafts. This bullet might be used for someone who's a recreational worker or a summer camp counselor. Conduct is a much stronger verb than something like show, so anytime that you can up-level your verbs is a great chance to enhance your resume bullets. And finally, organize and supervise games and other recreational activities to promote physical, mental, and social development. What I really like about this bullet is that it shows both the task that you're completing and the ultimate goal of that task. So in this case, the task is that you're organizing and supervising games, but the ultimate goal is promoting physical, mental, and social development. So anytime you can show that you're contributing to the larger goal or mission of an organization, your bullet will be much stronger. Next, we would like to compare what makes a good resume bullet from what makes a weak resume bullet. Strong resume bullets have descriptive verbs. That list of strong verbs on the last slide would be a good thing to screenshot and use for future reference. Strong bullets also incorporate quantitative proof. So anytime that you can use a number to describe the task you're doing is an opportunity to show the employer just exactly how good you are at your job. Next, strong bullets should highlight your contribution to the organization overall. You want to show that you are a positive and strong worker and that you will be helping the organization or company to develop. This is slightly more important to the organization that will be hiring you than your personal career development, though that is important as well. Again, strong bullets emphasize your soft skills, so those things like customer service, friendliness, adaptability, flexibility, time management, those are all soft skills. Technical hard skills are things like CPR certifications, lab skills, or computer programs such as Adobe Photoshop, Microsoft Excel, etc. So once again, your strong bullets showcase the soft skills. The hard technical skills can go in a different section in your resume. So an example that incorporates all of these things follows. Independently presented topics on manual policies and procedures to a group of 15 plus. So this is an example of a bullet someone like an RA might use to describe the meetings that they have organized and hosted for their residents. By contrast, weak bullets use general or vague verbs. The verbs like show or did might be used to describe any task for any organization. Using strong descriptive verbs gives your employer and recruiters a sense of what exactly you did. Next, weak bullets use no proof of ability, so they might be something like develop strong customer service skills. And in reality, anyone could say that, but without providing proof to your employer, they might not believe that you have such skills. So by saying something like developed customer service skills by bussing tables in a fast-paced restaurant, they know exactly how you develop those skills and the extent of that skill. Next, weak bullets fail to show that you have transferable skills. The point of a resume is to help you apply for a position where you will bring your previous experience into a new light in a new job or role. So your resume should really be showcasing the ways in which you are learning and growing from your previous experiences and going to flourish in your new position. If your weak bullets are only discussing things that you have did and will leave behind, then they're not showing your recruiter what you will bring to the new organization. And next, weak bullets focus on simple tasks rather than your soft skills and the broader goal of each job task. For example, if you were to mention that you developed customer service skills by speaking on the phone, they might not know that you are trying to explain that you have really strong verbal communication skills. So instead, you could say something like demonstrated enhanced communication skills via speaking on the phone to customers in order to alleviate their concerns. So once again, an example of a weak bullet would be held floor meetings. You'll see on the left-hand side the example of the strong bullet that's describing the same activity, but it's going into much more detail about the quantity of students involved, the depth of knowledge that RAs have on policies and procedures, and the broader goal of the meetings. Once again, I would like to emphasize that you should use quantitative examples of the results you have driven in any situation possible. So here we have 4 examples of bullets that use strong quantitative descriptions of tasks. For example, in this first bullet, supervised class of 25 students ages 9 to 12 in order to maintain safety and order in the classroom. It's important for childcare workers to describe the age of the students they work with, as well as the number of students involved in the groups. This shows that you're able to manage a large group of students, and it also showcases the age group that you're specialized in. In the next bullet, input data to new online system and type 70 words per minute to support data management initiative. This bullet uses your speed of typing to showcase the extent of your typing and clerical skills. Next, met sales goal of $1,000 per month at retail outlet by engaging with customers, showcases exactly how much revenue you are driving into the organization by working there. So by highlighting the quantitative goals that you're able to meet, your recruiter will understand that you will be able to reach similar goals at their organization. And finally, drafted 15-page literature review to support department research on child development can be used for students who are research assistants with the biology or psychology department, and it shows the extent of the work you're able to produce and the depth of knowledge you are able to cultivate in a research position. Next, in this section, we will work on writing a bullet point from a job description. So, your job might include things like retail sales. Perhaps you're working at an organization that has a register, you're responsible for keeping the floor clean, folding clothes, and maybe helping customers from time to time. These are all great tasks and you're developing excellent skills in this kind of role. However, these bullets on the left underneath the job description don't highlight the extent of the skills that you're really cultivating here. So here we have 5 examples of strong bullet points that can come from that job description. So while you are working at a retail outlet, you are oftentimes responsible for recognizing security risks and thefts and respond to situations according to store protocols. So something that might seem second nature to you is an important skill that could be used in a new organization. By working at a register, you are responsible for computing sales prices, total purchases, and receiving and processing cash or credit payments. So this shows that you are responsible with money, which is something that could be extremely valuable to an organization. It also just shows a general level of maturity and responsibility that could be applicable to any number of roles. Next, you are greeting customers and ascertaining what each customer wants or needs. This bullet showcases your communication skills by showing that you're able to speak with someone and identify what they're looking for, and then help them to achieve their goals. Next, recommend, select, and help locate or obtain merchandise based on customer needs and desires. Shows once again your communication skills and your flexibility and adaptability to communicating with people in new situations. Finally, the last bullet point on this slide, open and close cash registers, performing tasks such as counting money, separating charge slips, coupons, vouchers, balancing cash drawers, and making deposits, is a bullet point that combines many short tasks into one lengthy and descriptive bullet point. The tasks in this bullet point are similar enough that they can all be included in one bullet, and they avoid having those short, undescriptive bullet points that we've showcased as weak in previous slides. I would also like to showcase some common mistakes that the career peers have identified among students. Misusing past and present tense verbs is common in student resumes. If you are still currently employed by the organization and this is a job that you currently maintain and hold, then you should be using present tense verbs to describe the tasks that you're doing. By contrast, if you are no longer working for this organization, if this is a job you had, say, last year or over the last 2 years and you are no longer associated with the company, then you should be using past tense verbs to describe the tasks that you once did. Next, oftentimes we see students reusing the same verbs over and over and over. This would be a good time to go back and screenshot that list of strong verbs that we provided. Otherwise, you can use thesaurus.com or talk to a friend to find out if there's another way to say the task that you are trying to describe. Again, some bullets are too short and they're weak in that they don't show the extent of your skill, how you attain the skill, or give any proof of the skill that you're trying to showcase. Again, we often see resumes that don't have enough bullet points for each job description. Students should be aiming for 4 bullets per work experience. Sometimes more is all right. However, if you're running out of room on your resume and you are going beyond 1 page, it's a good idea to cut down your bullets until you have 4 bullets per work experience. And finally, just in terms of formatting, we often see bullets that don't line up. You want to make sure that you're adjusting the margins and the guides on your document so that all of the bullets throughout the entire page line up and that they're the same size, spacing, etc. Finally, if you have any questions on this content or on your resume in general, we have a variety of resources we can direct you towards. First, onetonline.org is a website published by the United States Department of Labor, which has some great examples of bullet points as well as other resources to help you start thinking about career development skills. In addition, the Higher Saints Document Library has some excellent written resources in doc or PDF format that can help guide you through different things like writing a cover letter, working on your resume, or even resources for students in certain demographic groups. Finally, if you have any questions that are personal or would like to make an appointment with the Career Center, feel free to do so through Higher Saints. You can make an appointment via Skype, phone, or in person if we are on campus. Feel free to stop by the front desk in Wilkins as well, and a student office assistant will be able to help you. Once again, my name is Erin Umlauf, and please let me or any of the other career peers know if there's anything we can do to assist you, and best of luck on your resume writing.